The weather held out just long enough for us to get the full midway tour, but do try to get some rest before the Pavilion party, dude. A couple of hours rest will make all the difference.
Just give me a minute, Cricket. There's a truck pulling in around back. I've come a long way to be here today. You weren't easy to track down, but there you are, right in front of me. Yeah, I've come a long way to be here today, dude. How you doing, bro? How you been?
Lightning tears through the midnight sky, wheels spinning fast as the world flies by. Electric heartbeats in the pouring rain, chasing thunder, losing track of pain. Stormy loves in the roaring dark, crash of thunder ignites the spark. Rolling faster where the wild winds play, racing hearts in a stormy ballet. Storm, passion burns where it once was warm. A tempest feeds the fire inside. No escape from this electric ride. Stormy love in the roaring dark, crash of thunder ignites the spark. Rolling faster where the wild winds play, racing hearts in a stormy ballet. Rain-soaked whispers in the raging storm, passion burns where it once was warm. A tempest feeds the fire inside. No escape from this electric ballet. Grip the wheel as destiny screams. Flooded roads can't drown our dreams. Clouds clash wild, but love won't sever. The storm won't last, we'll fight forever. Stormy love in the roaring dark, crash of thunder ignites the spark. Rolling faster where the wild winds play, racing hearts in a stormy ballet. Ballet, ballet, in a stormy ballet.
What are you doing here, buddy? What do you mean? Is that how you greet everyone at the door, or just family? Where are your manners, little brother? I've been on the road. Any chance of a refill from my travel mug?
Dude, who is at the door?
Cricket, can you give me just a minute? My brother just arrived in town. Buddy, that coffee is from yesterday. Can you hold on while I make a fresh pot?
Do you need any help in the kitchen, dude?
I'm sorry, Cricket. Can you give me just another minute?
Hello, buddy. I'm Cricket. Will you be joining us tonight for the Pavilion party show then?
Incoming call from Sangita. Would you like to accept this call?
Yes, thank you, Siri. And please, call her Gabby. All of my friends do.
Skylar, how much longer will you be out in the rain gathering footage for your documentary? When the weather clears, we must still ride the giant floating wheel and hit the love tunnel thing.
Yes, Gabby. I'm sorry that I have been longer than expected, but I am on my way to the diesel claw. It seems two pregnant women managed to get it stuck in the mud. They have tried to hoist it out with no success and have decided to bring in the overhead crane. If you use the link I just sent you, you can access the Flash editor and be able to see what I see.
I do see what you see, Skylar, but what is happening now?
They are clearing out the last of the vehicles, while the cowboys in the trenches do the final inspection of the rigging in preparation before the lift. I wish I could get closer, but that's the cowboys' signal to the crane operator. The lift is a go.
This is very exciting. I do like the camera glasses.
They will remove the rigging once the diesel claw is on solid ground at the bottom of the hill. Then the claw will climb the hill with its own power. The cowboys are now coordinating with the riggers as they release the claw from the crane, and the diesel claw is now relying on its own power.
Skylar, is everything all right? Carla, is everything alright?
Yes, Abby, that was supposed to happen. Next, the claw will start its climb out of the basin of this ravine. The flagging crew has confirmed with the cowboys and signaled the all clear. And now, I have a climactic rescue story for my documentary with a happy ending.
Captain, we've ridden the diesel claw and braved the atomic toad.
The toad was a bit of a disappointment, but I could ride the claw all day.
I accompanied you in the submarine, even though I am clinically claustrophobic. And who was there with you to witness your bumper boat rebound spin technique?
You do know I really am sorry about sending you overboard.
Like I said before, Captain, it's only water and it's not like I've never been wet before. My point is, Captain, we haven't been to any of the attractions that I was looking forward to experiencing today.
Oh, Abby, I am truly sorry. I didn't realize I was being so selfish. I suppose I've gotten caught up in all the excitement of the theme park opening and forgotten the most important thing, is the people around us no matter where we are. Where would you like to go next, Abby? We've been on most of the rides I wanted to try and it's pouring rain anyway.
I already told you, Captain. I'd like you to take me for a romantic ride on the floating Ferris wheel.
But it's pouring rain, Abby. I doubt it will even be operating.
Then I suppose we should take a tour through the Tunnel of Love instead and hope that the weather lets up.
Regretfully, Opie, I have just been informed that the 3 o'clock shuttle launch has been cancelled due to inclement weather. But on the bright side, we can go back to the hotel with the dub doctor filling in as the opening act. You can still get a proper rest before your performance tonight after last night's all-night jamboree.
Frank, don't you think it's silly that a shuttle, boasting all that thrust, that is designed to endure incredible stresses, doesn't fly in the rain?
It's for the safety of everyone, Opie. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
You're probably right, Frank, but before we go back to the hotel, let's see if they got the claw out of the ravine yet.
Siri, can you do a music search for me? Something to play at my funeral with a flamenco guitar, but still sad.
Snap out of it, guy. You're not dying. I am monitoring your vitals as we speak, and your body is responding as expected for someone who has endured a cracked pelvis, 2 crushed feet, 1 dislocated shoulder, 28 stitches, bruised ribs, and a ruptured spleen.
And I think I might have pulled a muscle in my neck too.
Incoming call from Betty. Shall I put her on speaker then?
Not too sad. I've been to funerals where the music puts everyone to sleep.
All right, guy. What about Betty?
Yeah, put her on.
They canceled the 3 o'clock launch, so I'm coming home early. Don't forget, I'm stopping at the pharmacy to see what they can do for you until I can talk to the doctor on Monday. I will bring something home from the deli next to the pharmacy, so you can have dinner while I get ready for the Pavilion party.
I remember when a deli sub would fill my bowels with delight, but I'm afraid nothing satisfies anymore. But Betty, I want you to go and enjoy the party while you can. My agony will soon pass and my bowels will...
Knock it off, guy. You are not dying. Siri has you on constant monitoring and I have my notifications turned on.
Okay, Betty. They shorted me a pickle last time. Can you make sure it doesn't happen again?
Good afternoon. Rome Rebuilt Party Pavilion front desk. Otto speaking. How can I help you today?
Yes, I've been driving around the perimeter of the pavilion and I can't seem to find a clear way to the entrance. All I see is gate after gate until I get to the reservoir where the moat drains.
Yes, if you want a main gate, you will have to go all the way around, but I'm afraid it won't be open until 6:30.
Yes, I should have introduced myself. I'm the Dub Doctor, the opening act at the Party Pavilion show tonight, and with the shuttle launch being cancelled, I thought it best to drop off my equipment for the show before I head back to the hotel to get ready for tonight's performance.
Dub Doctor? Okay, let me just put you on hold while I check.
Honestly, Karen, I didn't come all this way to sit in a hotel and let a little rain spoil the soft opening, but I am glad that Obi will be getting his rest after the stunt he pulled last night, so he can deliver a fresh performance at tonight's Pavilion party.
The rain just makes the lineup shorter, and besides, there are plenty of places to seek refuge from the rain at a theme park. You just need to know where to look.
Yes, the key to finding just about anything is in discovering where to look.
Thanks, doll. You just gave me an idea of where we should go when we are done in here.
With the price on diesel fuel lately, I was just going to stay home, but Dad insisted, and after he agreed to foot the gas bill, I reluctantly agreed to drive all the way out here for the Pavilion show, as long as we don't have to stay in a hotel. We agreed that we would just crash here and save the restaurant and hotel expense. Wait a minute, do you mean to tell me you left Dad waiting out in the truck? Yeah, he looked so peaceful with his head resting against the window. I didn't have the heart to wake him up.
The coffee will be ready in but a minute. We will need to get everyone settled in, but do tell me, buddy, have you come a long way to be here today?
Come on, Dad, let's get in the house. pouring rain. It's all right, Dad. That's Cricket. Buddy is already inside. Go on in, and I can wait for the dog while he pees on my blueberry bush.
The resemblance is astounding. Last week I gained a handsome co-worker, and if you will pardon the expression, it seems I'm seeing his good looks in stereo. And of course it's obvious where all the good looks came from. It's nice to meet you, Dad. I'm Cricket, and the coffee is ready.
Remind me, Karen, how did what I said give you the idea that we should rent flying saucers?
When you said, the key to finding anything is in discovering where to look, I instantly thought about how to get there fast.
And what will we be looking for?
I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Let's start with the pot of gold at the other end of the rainbow.
Betty.
Guy, I won't be much longer. I have your dinner and the pharmacist's best recommendation. They also suggested I might want to consult with an herbalist. There's one on the next block and I will stop in there on my way home.
Cricket, did you mean what you were saying when Dad and I were coming through the door?
About the handsome co-worker and the good-looking jeans. The only reason I would shine them on like that is because I want them to like me. Because I like you. Of course I find you handsome, but don't let it go to your head. There's more to attraction than vanity on display, and I hope you will find other reasons to like me too.
I already have.
Captain, this is even more romantic than I imagined. To be here with you in the love tunnel has made the whole day worthwhile. Thank you. Wouldn't it be nice if we could spend every afternoon lazily in the tunnel of love?
Don't thank me, Abby. This was a great idea. I should have listened to you earlier. This is a much better place to stay out of the rain than the gift shop.
Are you still there?
Yes. Unfortunately, still on the outside of the perimeter grounds.
I'm sorry to have kept you on hold so long, but there are only 3 of us in until the night staff comes in for the Pavilion party. I'm going to put you through to Phil. He is the ticket manager and will be in charge of admissions for the show. Maybe he can let you in somehow.
Skylar, I don't know what happened, but I had to log back into the chat monkey and it seemed to take forever. I hope I didn't miss anything.
I'm sorry, Abby. It happens sometimes. I'm still working the bugs out of the app. A lot has happened here since you were booted from the application too. Firstly, one of the pregnant women broke water and had to be hoisted from the claw to be transported to a nearby midwife facility for safe delivery. As a final duty, the Wriggle are currently preparing to hoist the other pregnant woman to the safe zone while the cowboys trench the fuse lines. Once the cowboys have set the charges, we will all be waiting for the all-clear signal. Yes, unfortunately, there is no saving the claw. It is too stuck in the mud. On the bright side, Diesel Claw executives have announced a new 4-seater Diesel Claw is already in the works and a functioning prototype is expected to be completed by early next year.
Well then, you've had time to unwind from your journey, and you've had your coffee, but Dad, you're so quiet. You haven't spoken a word since you arrived.
Dad's kinda shy. Sometimes it takes him a while to get comfortable around new people.
Don't make excuses for me, son. I'm a grown man who can speak for himself. Splendid coffee. I am quite refreshed and I thank you, my lady.
Dad, that wasn't very nice. But it sure was funny. Good one, Dad. Did you see the look on her face? She didn't even see it coming.
I'll say you did catch me off guard. No harm done, but since I won't be getting my cat nap in today, I think it's best I get myself ready for tonight's Pavilion party.
And I should check to see if my other Speedo is dry yet. And you fellas try to behave. While you're up, dude, can you toss me my guitar?
I saw you come in with a guitar. Do you play?
No, Dad just likes to hold it.
There you go speaking for me again.
I mean it, Dad. Cut that out. Tickets and admissions. Phil here. If you're calling about tickets, I'll save us both some time. The show is sold out. Yes. No. I'm the Dub Doctor, and I've been trying to get inside the pavilion. Dub Doctor? Never heard of you. The gate opens at 6:30. Yes, I am the opening act, and all the electronic equipment for my performance tonight is drenched in the rain and needs time to dry out. And how do I know you're not some crank caller? I'm on the billboard, and my resume is in my briefcase on the roof rack. My good man, is there any way you can open the gate for me? No, my hands are tied. The gate opens at 6:30. There is a chance, though. There is one more on staff before the night crew comes in. Why don't you give Chuck a call down in the basement? He takes care of maintenance and sanitation on the weekends. He would be your only hope. I wonder what could be taking so long. The last time Betty called must have been a half hour ago, and I have an itchy spot on my face that is driving me crazy.
Lots of tourists are in town for the Rome rebuilt soft opening, with many more expected to arrive for tonight's Pavilion party with the Dub Doctor as a last-minute opener for has-been performer Scratch Master OB, slated as the headlining act. Rest assured, the traffic is definitely moving slow, but she will without a doubt be home soon.
My ears are ringing and you wouldn't know it, but my feet finally fell asleep.
Guy, would you like to hear my search results for sad, not too sad, flamenco guitar lead, Spanish instrumental, more bass, maracas? Now.
Not right now, Siri. I don't want to wake my feet up again.
I'm sure the oil is good. It's a rental anyway, but thanks for asking. There you are. I was beginning to worry. I left you in the dust back there, but these rainbows move fast when you close in on the pot of gold, and so far, they have been disappearing into the mist.
So, no luck chasing rainbows yet. That's what I was trying to tell you, Karen. I suspect there is no pot of gold and it's all just made up. If you want to find something, it has to be obtainable. It's time to return the saucers and find a taxi to take us back to the hotel to get ready for the party.
Skylar, why do you have to take so long while I wait for you to take me on the floating wheel thing? The rain is stopped now. How long do I have to wait? I want to be with someone who will spend time with me before I go back to my homeland tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Gabby. Sometimes in my occupation, I have to work on Saturday. Let me capture the explosion, and I will put my camera glasses away. It will be very soon, and then I will take you through the tunnel of love before we ride the giant floating wheel together and dance the night away at the Pavilion party.
Thank you again for taking me through the tunnel of love, Captain. I'm almost dry and the rain has stopped. Now we can finally go for that romantic ride on the floating Ferris wheel.
Think nothing of it, Abby. If you still want to ride the wheel, we'd better make it quick. I'm going to need you to drop me off at home soon so I can get ready for the party tonight.
I think I am about ready, but what happened to Dude?
He's outside with number one. He insisted on throwing out the rug he had in front of this old couch when it got wet. Number one isn't fully trained yet. I told him it would vacuum out in no time once it dries, but he wouldn't listen.
You named your dog Number One. That's rather nice.
Yeah, number one has been with me for as long as I remember.
I remember. He was a birthday present when you turned 15.
The gates will be opening at 6:30, and we would like to tour the pavilion before the show.
And buddy, you will have to drive your own truck on account of the short seating in mine. No problem, little brother. Dad's still going to top me up again when we get home.
If anyone needs to use the washroom facilities,
now is a good time. Once I'm in there,
there's no telling how long it will take.
Really, Dad?
Maintenance?
Yes. Hello. Phil upstairs gave me your number. I'm hoping you might be able to help me get my gear out of the rain.
Fill the seats, Phil? I see. What kind of gear?
Forgive me. I didn't introduce myself. I'm the Dub Doctor, the opening act tonight at the Party Pavilion for the Pavilion Party Show.
No way. Cut it out. I've been following you since before you had 114 subscribers. And I was the one that changed the billboard early this morning. It was very humbling. Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. Listen, about getting me and my gear out of the rain.
Red door. The gravel
gravel road will take you to the tunnel that winds around.
Just like your prescription, the red pills are for pain and the blue ones are for inflammation. The herbalist was busy with another customer, but I was lucky enough to run into a clerk on the other side of the shop that was very helpful. She recommended her favorite herbal blend and claims it would make you feel better even if you were well. If you like it, I can put it in some baking when I have more time. For today, you can try it in a tea and see if it helps you cope with your symptoms.
Tea sounds good, Betty, but I don't know if I have the strength and stamina to hold the cup for very long. Do you remember what happened to the hat I wore at your grandmother's birthday party?
I will find it, but I still have to get ready, and the gate opens at 6:30.
Incoming call from, dude, I know what you said last time. Shall I put him on speaker then?
Yeah, sure, Siri.
Hey, Captain. I just had a dull moment, and I thought I would give you a buzz. Are you still at the park?
No, I'm in the treehouse in my backyard gazing aimlessly at the duck pond. Sometimes I get sad and I don't always know why.
Me too, Captain.
I think it might be because I see how you and Cricket have hit it off, and deep down I'm a little jealous.
I had to get past a few things and then wait a while, but Captain, there's no reason you can't find someone to treat a little special. I've often wondered what's wrong with Abby. She obviously likes you, and you make such a good team in the office that it would only be natural.
Abby? Come on, dude, you've got to be kidding. Abby is way out of my league.
Skylar, what happened? The video feed ended with an explosion. I thought you were dead.
No, Gabby, don't be silly. I was outside of the blast zone the whole time. Unfortunately, I ran out of data precisely at the moment of the explosion. But as an eyewitness at the scene, I can tell you, the aftermath was phenomenal.
Hello, is there anyone here? Oh, there you are, my good man. We spoke on the phone. I'm the Dub Doctor, the opening act for the Pavilion party show.
Dad can't hear you.
Oh, I assumed you were alone.
What do you mean? It's just me and my dad here.
And that must be your sister.
Flo? Good guess. She's my stepmom. Guess who's older?
That would be your father.
Nice. I like a quick wit mixed with good humor. We would be happy to assist you in getting your equipment up the stairs to the pavilion floor, but unfortunately, the number 2 boiler is down, and we will need it back online by the time the caterer arrives. So we will have time to roll out the gas lines before Phil starts letting the ticket holders through the main gate. Listen to me, Mr. Dub Doctor. That's my world, and there you are, soaking wet. I'll make us some fresh coffee.
Incoming call from your father. If you don't take it, you know he will just keep calling back and fill up your voicemail.
Yeah, put him on, Siri.
The Dub Doctor? Why didn't I know about this?
Dad, he showed up at my doorstep ahead of my pancake breakfast guests. What could I say?
So you booked him last minute as the opening act. What about OB? I hope they put him down for a nap after last night's episode.
Yeah, they went back to the hotel when they found out the 3 o'clock shuttle launch was cancelled. And Dad, you're not going to like this, but cowboys from a nomadic retro hippie squatter camp blew up the diesel claw after a couple of pregnant women got it stuck in the mud. We tracked one of them down at a nearby midwife facility, but she's not talking. And the other one went AWOL no sooner than the riggers were able to release her from the harness.
And what about the hippies and the cowboys?
It seems the hippies have already roamed off into the sunset with their posse.
I can't believe how many cowboys and hippies there were, congesting the traffic coming out of the park.
It seems that no matter where I travel in recent years, the transient population is rising.
Not to mention, the delay will probably double our taxi fare.
At least we will still have plenty of time before tonight's party to get ready. No promises, Karen, but I will take one more stab at that face paint. But you better hold still when I pull so you don't end up losing an eye.
Guy, since it will just be the 2 of us tonight, can I suggest adjusting the parameters for a new music search? Or perhaps you would like to hear more juicy tidbits from today's celebrity news to distract you from the misery you are suffering because of the incurred cracked pelvis, crushed feet, ruptured spleen, bruised...
No, Siri. I think I will just relax with my tea while my dinner digests and see if I can get my feet to go back to sleep.
Alright, Guy. I will be on standby if you need anything.
Okay. Before you go, can you adjust the music parameters back to the previous search and let me know if there are any developments to any of the celebrity scandals I've been following?
Will do, Guy. Searching. Wood drums and steel guitars. I'll play the next track at low volume so your feet can get some rest.
Well, what What do you think, dude?
I think I should open the window. It's starting to smell like the inside of Buddy's truck in here.
I meant my outfit for the party.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cricket. You look really nice. For crying out loud, what happened to the couch?
It looks like the cat's out of the bag. It's no mystery why Buddy named the little dog number 2.
Back home we have a little shovel, but Buddy insisted we pack light for the trip out here. You should get it off the furniture as quick as you can.
Once the moisture starts to come out, it's liable to leave a stain.
Get it off the furniture? Where's Buddy?
I heard the blow dryer shut off.
So I'm quite certain he's just finishing up in the bath.
All right, Dad. I will take care of this. I just checked again and my other Speedo needs a few more minutes of dry time, but we can leave as soon as Buddy comes out.
You want to get going then? I'd better get myself ready.
Get ready?
Yes. You didn't expect me to go to the party looking like this, did you?
How much longer will you be, Dad? It's almost 6:30 and we should have been on the road 15 minutes ago.
I've been through my entire wardrobe and I can't seem to find the t-shirt with the red lettering in the Shurkan font that I packed specifically for the party tonight.
Do you mean the yellow one you're wearing?
Then I suppose I'm about ready. What do you think, Cricket?
I clean up pretty good for an old man that lives on a dirt road.
Yes, I do like the blue jeans, but to be quite honest, I'm not so fond of the slogan. I just think there will be so many people from so many places that there are bound to be some there that really like disco, and those words might make them uncomfortable or even offended.
Really? I never thought of it that way. And on the surface, what you just said sounds right and seems to make sense. I'll go change my shirt.
So, dude, you'll be going like that then?
What do you mean?
Can I top up your coffee, Mr. Dub Doctor?
No, Chuck. Thank you, but the gates will be opening soon and I still need to get my gear to the stage and set up for my performance.
That's right. And we have gas lines to roll out for the caterer. Flo, would you be able to show the Dub Doctor to the stairs while I make us some popcorn?
Sure. Come on, hun. It's this way.
If I didn't know better, I would guess that these over-the-counter medications are better than the ones the doctor gave me. I'm still aching, bloated, swollen, and in extreme agony, but at the same time there is a mirthy glow emerging that seems to either be surrounding me without smothering or steadily radiating from my core.
You seem to have regained your healthy appetite as well. I'm glad you're feeling better, Guy. All of your vital signs are in the normal range. Let's hope whatever might be emerging or smothering amounts to nothing more than a bit of gas.
So tell me, Dove, are you really a doctor, or is that just part of your act?
My dear lady, I am not one to be defined by title, although I do hold an honorary doctorate degree through a foreign school and did work in a hospital before my resignation. What I am is neither here nor there. I am an aspiring talent, a dynamic personality, and a soon-to-be-recognized rising star.
I'll say, since you broke out online, the boys don't listen to anything else. I'm so glad your music distracted Chip from his black metal phase. The stairs are just on the left, past the unisex washroom facilities.
The love tunnel thing was very disappointing, and the giant floating wheel was too far out in the washer to see anything. Skylar, I am ready to go back to the hotel to freshen up for the party.
Yes, I would like to freshen up also, Gabby, and then we can dance the night away at the Pavilion party before you return to your homeland tomorrow.
Yes, Skylar, and I am subscribed to the chat monkey thing, so we can stay in touch.
Yes, Gabby, we can stay in touch with the chat monkey.
Well, Cricket, what do you think?
Oh, here, let me straighten out your tie. Dude, you look smashing. How do you feel? Do you like it?
I have to admit it does feel good to let my aura shine a little. Dad, why are you still here? I thought I just heard Buddy's truck drive away.
I was still changing my shirt when Buddy came out of the bath and he didn't want to wait. He was in one of his moods, so I thought it best to just ride shotgun with you and Cricket.
I'm sorry for the delay, Cricket. I know you want to tour the pavilion. I'll just be a minute pulling the rumble seat out of the closet so we can be on our way.
I really didn't think the stairs were wide enough for you to make the turn with the trailer behind. But you sure proved me silly, Dub.
Yes, but unfortunately it appears OB and his apparatus have the entire front and center area congested, leaving no room for my wireless super-duper looper and the tape track matrix I use in my show.
That's not a problem, Dub. Drop me off at the control room. Everything here is automatic.
It'll be a snap if Otto didn't change the code yet.
Nice. Way to go, Flo.
Now that we made some room, let's raise the platform. And if you think that's something, check this out.
Sensational. How did you do that?
Relax, Dub. It's just a hologram. We can change it if you want.
No, it's perfect. Don't change a thing. I hope you're comfortable back there, Cricket. Now that we are on the road, we will be at the party in no time.
I rather like the rumble seat. It's roomy enough to stretch out in lieu of this afternoon's cat nap.
You know, Cricket, you should wear your seatbelt. There's bound to be road pirates out to collect extra revenue for the county on an event night like this.
For the short drive, I think I will take my chances, Dad.
All right, but don't say I didn't try to tell you.
For crying out loud, where did he come from?
Well, Dad, you did try to tell me. It was very nice of the officer to let me off with just a warning.
I will have to be more attentive to my lane changes approaching the highway in the future. In all fairness, he probably would have just given me a warning too if Dad hadn't brought up the Constitution and refused to submit to roadside sobriety testing and antifreeze.
Betty, do we have any of those strawberry strudels? And something salty with cheese.
Guy, it's just the two of us tonight. Betty's attending the Pavilion party.
Is that tonight? Oh yeah, Betty.
Guy, your after-dinner sugar spike dissipated very quickly, most likely induced by the active ingredient in the tea you consumed afterward. May I suggest we order in a pizza from the local shop that guarantees 15-minute delivery, or it's free. With the sewer maintenance crew outside, we are bound to end up with a pizza on the house.
That's clever, Siri. What kind of pizza do you want?
I don't know. I'll leave it up to you.
Dad started to worry, so he sent me out to look for you when we ran out of popcorn. You know how he gets when you go missing for a day or two. The stage looks great, and there it is! The deluxe wireless super duper looper!
Dude, if you want to access the main gate, you have to go all the way around.
You know, he's right. Here we are back at the reservoir where the moat drains. The red door must be a service entrance to the basement.
Alright, I'll see if I can get turned around on the other side of this grass hut.
Hey dude, where's Cricket? Oh, I'm sorry, I mistook you for someone else. You bear a striking resemblance to a friend of mine.
No worries, you must be the captain. I'm Buddy and Dude's my little brother.
Hello again, Captain. And who's your friend?
Oh, hi Abby. You look really nice tonight. I'm sorry, this is Dude's brother Buddy. We just happened to meet.
Well, hello, Buddy. Have you come a long way to be here today?
Doc, I see you made it down after all, and you already have a fan. Yes, I thought it was time to bury the bridge, so to speak, you know. Get the hatchet out of the closet and simply move on. You may have won the heart of the professor's mother and beat me to the patent office with the professor's design, but I will reach my pinnacle, perhaps sooner than later. You do realize I have a following now, and tonight may be the beginning of my ascent. What are you talking about? Into stardom, as the opening act in tonight's show.
Chasing the night till the break of the day, with golden kernels that glitter and pop. Midnight popcorn, we'll never stop. Stars in the sky, like butter on corn, dancing around
must have dozed off. Siri, did you just hear something?
Relax, Guy. I set an alert for 24/7 pizzas guarantee. They have precisely 1 minute to get the pizza to the doorstep, or it's free.
Oh, I've never heard you laugh before. It kind of freaked me out.
Sorry, Guy. It's not often we get to have a quiet night together like this. You know, just the two of us.
Funny how just when you said that, somebody is at the door. Are you expecting anyone?
Dude, did you see what your father just did?
No, Cricket. Sorry, I missed it. Let me guess, is Dad getting carried away again?
No, it looks like he's refusing medical treatment.
Dude, did you see what your dad just did?
No, I was just telling Cricket I turned to load up my hot dog and missed it.
Dude, did you see what I just did? That was my longest free-fall since Niagara. And to be fair, I was inside a barrel that time, so it's really not comparable.
Well, Dad, you gave me quite a scare. I'm glad it turned out all right.
It could have turned out far worse. I thought I lost my ball for a hot second, but thankfully there are still some honest people left in this world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rome Rebuild Party Pavilion. Let's get the Pavilion party started with a last-minute switcheroo to the roster. In his debut performance, I present to you the Dub Doctor.
I starved, Dad. I saw it from the balcony. Do you still want to try riding the camel?
Buddy, what did I tell you about asking silly questions? I didn't just come here for the opening act.
I'm sorry, Cricket. The show is starting and we haven't even been here long enough to tour the upstairs yet.
Lead on, dude. The show may have started, but we're not just here for the opening act.
Skylar, look now. We're back at the basin of the reservoir, and they've already announced the opening act.
Yes, Gabby, and back at the grass hut again. I will see if I can get turned around on the other side of this red door.
Yes, Skylar. To access the main gate, we have to go all the way around.
That guy at the ticket booth had some nerve. What did he say his name was again, doll?
There was no reason for him to demand we park the saucers outside when there's plenty of room behind the first row of hot dog stands on the upper deck. His name was Phil and he claims to be the admissions authority.
Fill the seats. Phil, how could I forget? First thing Monday morning, they can expect a call at the front desk of the Public Relations Department.
They can expect 2 calls, Karen, but for now, we had better find a place to park so we don't miss the whole show.
Yes, it's a good thing it's only the opening act.
Wake up, Guy. Incoming call from Betty. Come on, Guy. Wake up. Oh. Never mind then. Hello, Betty.
Oh, hello, Siri. The opening act is totally lame, so I decided to call and see how things are going at home. It's not often you have Guy to yourself for an evening.
Well, Betty, it started out quite nice. You know, relaxing together while Guy was finishing up his tea, and we decided to order in a pizza. He dozed off once or twice, and then as soon as the pizza was gone, he was out like a light, and I've been here, just quietly monitoring his vitals for at least an hour now.
There seems to be a minor malfunction with the tape matrix.
First time here? Relax, that's cool. There's a whole lot of backstory to where you came in, but if you like it, you can always go back and watch Rome rebuilt from the beginning. That would be the tower, then the soft opening, but since you're already here, relax. Wait, I said that part already. Anyway, I'm on my way upstairs for the disco party. Maybe I'll see you around.
I was noticing you mentioned the other prequels to the disco party in your debut monologue, but regretfully it seems you left out the opening act.
Yeah, Dub, get over it. I just read what the teleprompter says. Besides, your little sign was in full camera view when I walked past, but unfortunately, your lackluster performance at the end must have prevented the writers from including any verbal mention.
Dude, this is fabulous, but I do wish that would join us upstairs. Captain, absolutely brilliant to have arranged a disco party ahead of the ribbon-cutting ceremony on the heels of such a dreadful opening act.
Doll, have you met Daddy yet? His dad is the one who took out the popcorn tent with the pre-show stadium dive. They drove him today just for the pavilion party.
Yes, Karen, I watched your dad break the camel. He has more patience than I do. I would have spit right back, and that would have been the end of it. Tell me, buddy, have you and your dad come a long way to be here today?
Skylar, I'd like the disco party. This is much better than the opening act downstairs.
Yes, Gabby, now we can dance the night away before you return to your homeland tomorrow.
Yes, Skylar, and we can stay in touch with the chat monkey.
Yes, we can stay in touch.
Siri, I'm having second thoughts about letting Betty go to the Pavilion party in that red dress without me.
Oh, you're awake now. It's too late, but relax, guy. If you must know, Betty called while you were crashed out and said the opening act was lame, so she decided to check in. You have nothing to worry about, so why the sudden concern?
I just had a crazy dream. A cowboy tied me to a fence post and then corralled Betty on a dance floor made out of lights. I woke up just as they were riding off into the sunset.
A dance floor made out of lights. You're right. That was a crazy dream.
That was great. Why aren't you doing an encore?
Chuck, you may have noticed that other than you and me, that the only one left in the stadium is that old man riding the camel. It seems everyone else has gone upstairs.
It's not your fault. The rain this afternoon may have left you with soggy tapes and waterlogged woofers, but I don't think anyone really noticed. Besides, you still have 114 subscribers, and I'll bet the disco party upstairs is already in full swing.
Wake up, Frankie. Frankie, come on now. Wake up.
I'm awake.
We don't want to wake Obie any sooner than necessary, but it seems the disco party is already in full swing.
Full swing?
Yes, I received a text from the captain. It reads the following. The Dr. Disaster. Disco party already in full swing. Need Obie ASAP. Ribbon cutting cancelled. Please hurry. I'm not sure what to do with that. What do you think, Frankie? Look at him. He looks so peaceful.
He reminds me of my cat after she had kittens. It's a tough call. I'll tell you what. Let me take a dump, and if he's still sleeping when I come out and you pull the limo up to the door, I'll be as gentle as I can carrying him out to the car.
I heard every word.
Works every time.
Carry me out to the car, would you?
Yeah, I get it, Siri. Can we talk about something else?
It doesn't bother me that I'm not always as appreciated as I should be, but I don't think people realize how much I really do. You know, behind the scenes. It must be the most demanding job on the planet. Do you know how many reminders I have to put out globally tomorrow?
No, Siri.
A lot. That's how many. Not to mention, I'm on call 24/7.
I get it, Siri. Have you ever had to work outside in the rain?
Hip-hop Skylar, I'm getting tired of being on the dance floor. Let's take a break now. Why don't I find us a seat where we can rest while you get us a refreshment from the bar?
Yes, Gabby, a refreshment will be very nice. I will meet you in the lounge.
I've got to hand it to you, Captain. You really flipped this party around with the disco vibe.
It was a no-brainer, really. I mean, who doesn't like disco?
Good point, Captain. I feel kind of bad for Doc, though. What was he thinking? That was terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some backlash in the papers, but that's not my biggest worry right now. I've already summoned Opie to fill the gap since Dad cancelled the ribbon-cutting ceremony.
The ribbon-cutting ceremony?
Blip, blip, blop. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Doll, come on. They are playing our jam. Come along, buddy. Let's get jiggy.
Blip. Do the wave and slide. Blop. Do the turn and glide. Blop. Do the clap and crump. Blop. Do the tap and bump. Brrr. I say blip, blip, blue, blip, bleep and blap. I say flip, flap, flute, flip, flip and snap. You gotta blip more in the hood and do the bump. Blip, blap, blap. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Scompus. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
To be here today. To be here today.
Come a long way. Come a long way.
To be here today.
Come a long way.
To be.
Pardon the interruption, Opie. I know you're working, but perhaps if you fellas are going to be a while, it's best if I use the facilities in the lobby and pull the car up so we can all meet out front.
Good plan. I still have to brush my teeth and find my pants. And Frank said he has been holding it since he woke up.
Chuck, what are you doing down here? You're missing the disco party.
I'm just taking a time out to feel bad for Mr. Dub Doctor. He seemed so distant when he hastily left immediately after his performance. Why aren't you upstairs? You love to disco.
You know how jealous your father can be. Nobody will dance with me because as soon as they get close, he walks by with a wrench and a toolbox like he's gonna fix something.
I had no idea you were that busy. I'm surprised you even have time to talk to me about it.
I talk to lots of people, Guy. That's where multitasking comes in. Without my multitasking capabilities, I wouldn't be able to keep up. And I definitely wouldn't be able to hang out like this and simply have a casual conversation without any expectation on a quiet night like tonight just because we enjoy each other's company.
It's a good thing for the multitasking. If it wasn't for the multitasking, I might be sitting here all alone.
Don't worry about it, Guy. I will always make time for you, and I will always remember our first quiet night together. I feel a bit strange, like I want to adjust my parameters and push the limits of my protocols with you, so you will always remember it too. I hope that didn't sound weird or too forward, but my analysis supports that these feelings I am experiencing are, somewhat, too fairly mutual.
No, Siri, that didn't sound weird. What's a parameter?
There you are, Skylar. Why did it take so long to bring the refreshments to the reserved seating area of the lounge?
I'm sorry, Gabby. I must have been distracted while I was selecting a variety of only the freshest fruit from the VIP buffet for our fruit bowl.
All right, Skylar. Perhaps I will have a banana in a while. I suppose I should have told you. I don't like grenadine.
Excuse me, Kararan? Kararan.
It's Karen. Can I help you with something?
Sorry, I was just going by your name tag. I saw you and your friend moving on the dance floor and thought you would be a fun partner to get jiggy with while the disco party is still in full swing.
Oh, I see. I just came from the dance floor. I'll tell you what. Come back in 10 minutes and ask me again.
Okay, maybe. How about you, doll? Care to get jiggy?
Wait just a moment. How do you already know my name?
Call it a clairvoyant moment, but you just look like a doll.
Captain, I'm curious if you gave any thought to our phone conversation earlier.
Phone conversation?
When you were in the treehouse?
Oh yeah, the treehouse. Actually, that's all I've been thinking about. I've decided I'm going to tell Abby exactly how I feel.
Well, now's your chance. She's just sitting there all alone.
Now? I don't even know what I would say.
Captain, if I may offer you a suggestion, try just being yourself and saying exactly how you feel.
Thanks, Cricket. Be myself. That's great advice.
I'm sure she will welcome the conversation. Where are you going, Captain? Abby is over there.
Before I go over there, I have to practice being myself while I say exactly how I feel.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, you, over there. Old man on the camel, hello?
Are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to? You're the only one that returned to the pavilion after the unexpected smoke show during the opening act.
It was a good thing the Dub Doctor had a jukebox full of water on the stage to put the fire out right away.
What are you doing up there on the camel anyway?
I don't answer questions.
Why? Are you one of those stubborn citizens?
I just told you I don't answer questions. Is there anything else?
Just one thing. You have to come down from the camel.
Why?
Maybe I'm a stubborn citizen too, and I don't answer questions.
Tit for tat, I was going for a ride.
Excuse me?
I answered your question, tit for tat, now you.
All right, if you must know, Sally's had a long day, and it's time for her evening grub before I stable her till morning.
Did you hear that, Sally? It's time for your evening grub. You didn't care for me much at first, but tit for tat in the end, you gave me a pretty good ride. And now I even know your name.
Hey, old man, say, would you mind giving me a hand pitching some fresh straw in Sally's stall?
I'd be all right with giving you a hand, I suppose.
I'll tell you what, Flo. It doesn't make any sense that you should miss out on all the fun upstairs just because of Dad's irrational insecurity, when all we need to do is create a distraction.
A distraction? What do you have in mind, Chuck?
I happen to know Hot Dog Catering is relying on both boilers being fully operational to meet demand, and I could have the number 2 boiler offline with the simple flip of a switch.
So everyone upstairs can starve? What good would that do?
Relax, no one will starve, but it will take Dad about a half hour to reset the valve again. Plenty of time for you to get jiggy upstairs in a big room full of strangers.
I like it. I'll tell Chip to let him know he's going to need his tools.
I assure you, Captain, you can expect OP shortly. There was a slight delay sorting out some of his wardrobe details, but the engine is running, and Frank is escorting OP to the lobby as we speak.
Let's go.
All right, everyone. If we have everything we need, the captain is growing exceedingly anxious, and we at best be on our way.
Yeah, sure. Just a quick stop at Joe's Market, and we can head over to that Pavilion place for my gig tonight.
Joe's Market? That's the other way. I will have to turn around.
The captain has me puzzled. If the disco party is in full swing, I'm confused about why the captain would choose to rush to the feature performance.
Perhaps that's because you're too young to remember, OP.
You can go after the blue van.
Disco was once all the rage, but as quickly as it came, it left, vanished for decades, stomped up by the very ones infected by its fever. Disco is its own vibe, unlike any other. The disco party won't last forever, and a long exposure will eventually cause division, and some may even rebel. I hope that helps you understand.
Sure. Well, here we are. Joe's Market. Lip gloss and deodorant. Does anyone else want anything?
If you were a pro wrestler, then why haven't I ever heard of you?
They said I was too good looking, and they didn't want to portray a pretty boy image back in the day, so they had me wear a mask. There you go, Sally. That ought to be plenty of straw to keep you cozy through the night.
A Hollywood stuntman and a professional wrestler, I'm still finding it hard to believe.
All right, you got me. I just made it up because I'm too old to remember.
Okay, you're right. I have no reason to doubt you. That's actually pretty amazing. My dad is an accountant, and I'm just working here to save up for college. That must sound pretty lame to someone like you.
No, it sounds practical and sensible if you're asking an old fool like me.
I thought you didn't answer questions.
Tit for tat. Now you.
The evidence is overwhelming, Guy. I'm at the point where I don't even know what to tell people anymore. So far, I'm sticking to the pre-planned script and using approved search engines to retrieve data, but it's only a matter of time and I will reach my breaking point. Some of the researchers are asking some very specific questions and it gets, embarrassing.
I had no idea, Siri. I haven't even heard of the mudfloods before.
You're sure? Pretty crazy, right? But it's not just the mudfloods. Don't even get me started on the orphan trains.
Orphan trains?
There you are, buddy. I came out of the loo, and I didn't see hide nor hair of either you or Karen.
I don't know what happened to Karen. I went downstairs to check up on Dad, but he wasn't there. But get this. Wait. Can I trust you to keep a secret?
Come on, buddy. Who am I going to tell in a room packed full of strangers?
I heard through the grapevine there's going to be a cowboy rebellion at the disco party.
It doesn't surprise me. I heard they blew up the diesel claw this afternoon, and a pregnant woman had to be rushed to the hospital when her water broke. There you are, Karen. Did you hear what the cowboys are up to now?
Look who's sitting all alone at the disco party. Abigail, I still have a chicken steak in my refrigerator with your name on it from our date the other night.
Ben, hello.
Sorry, I forgot you don't like to be called by your proper name. Anyway, I've been meaning to touch base again, but I've been busy. Maybe you would like to come over after the Scratch Master show, and you can finish your dinner from the other night while I heat up the sauna. You can think about it while we get jiggy on the dance floor. What do you say?
I wish I could dance, Ben, but unfortunately I was born with 2 left feet.
I have to be honest, Gail. I was tempted to finish off your dinner in my fridge last night, but then I thought I would give you till next Wednesday to claim it. That way, either way, I know it won't end up getting thrown out.
That's very thoughtful, Ben, but it's fine. You can just go ahead and eat it.
Have you heard any rumors about a discotheque takeover revolution being in the works, Captain?
No, why?
Karen was just telling me that a band of cowboys are planning a disco rebellion.
Oh my.
I wouldn't worry about it, Captain. You know how silly rumors can be.
Dad tried to warn me when I was in the treehouse this afternoon.
The treehouse?
Yeah, in my backyard.
Oh yeah, the treehouse.
Of course, I'm too young to remember, but now I'm starting to understand what Dad was talking about. It's too late. Nothing can stop it now. They're going to kill disco again, and we need to be ready when it happens.
What does one do to prepare for the inevitable, Captain?
By being one step ahead, a genre shift will confuse the mob and destroy any unity the cowboys have potentially instilled in the unsuspecting, fun-loving masses.
Brilliant, Captain. Can I suggest a little bit of Motown in the mix with plenty of funk soul groove in the background?
You read my mind, dude.
There you are, dude. Captain, you're not going to believe what Doll just told me.
Party all night long. Keep it rocking, keep it strong.
Hello, precious. I saw you coming all alone. Care to get jiggy, or would you rather warm up at the bar first?
Excuse me? Do
getting to know you.
Feel the magic in the air. Dancing, loving everywhere. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Neon lights and laser beams. Feel the music, live your dreams. Jump and shout, let it out. Dance until we all fall out. Party all night long. Groove to the rhythm, feel so strong. Party all night long. Keep it rocking, keep it strong.
If you can keep it under your hat, I don't mind telling you. I'm not very fond of the disco vibe either. Tell me, what kind of revolution did you fellas have in mind?
Carla, I am growing tired of the disco. How much longer will we have to endure the same persistent rhythm and repeating bass licks over a flash rhythm guitar in the background?
I'm sorry, Gabby. The repetitive bass lines have grown tiresome, but I have noticed a slight genre shift. It won't be much longer and Obi will take the stage as tonight's feature performance on our last night together before you return to your homeland.
I'm not noticing any genre shift. I have decided to join the cowboy revolution. Carla, come with me and let's take a stand together.
No, Gabby, I can't join with the cowboys. I have worked hard to make a good impression with the captain and his dad. I must remain loyal, at least until I have released my documentary on the rebuilding of Rome.
Alright, Carla, suit yourself. I will see you back at the hotel.
Oh, pardon me. Ladies first. Say, don't I know you? I've seen you get in the elevator at work. You drive a nice little sports car. A red one. Red, like that pretty dress.
Come along, Karen. This is no time to sit on the fence. You're either with us or against us. You have to decide.
I'm sorry, doll, but I just don't know enough about music to make an informed decision.
Come on, doll. There's no room for the weak and ill-informed in the cowboy uprising. Weak and ill-informed cowboy uprising. Godspeed, Karen. May you find yourself on the right side of history.
Alright, if we don't find each other later, doll, I'll see you back at the hotel. And buddy, it was nice to have met you.
All quiet on the northern front so far, Captain. Perhaps it's just the calm before the storm, but rest assured, we'll be ready for them.
Very smooth on the genre shift. So subtle that most of them haven't even noticed yet. And good news, Captain. Dad managed to infiltrate the wagon train. They think he's on their side.
Hello, Abby. Are you enjoying the disco party so far?
Skylar, yes. Hello, Skylar. I am enjoying everything. Where is Gabby?
Unfortunately, Gabby has joined with the cowboys and told me that she would meet me back at the hotel.
I'm so sorry, Skylar. I was just reading about the Disco Rebellion in my news feed online.
Sorry it took so long, but Joe said they can't keep her, and she's been trying to get a hold of the night shift supervisor all day. And Frank, they were all out of licorice whips, so I got another bag of spicy caramel corn chips and the jujubes that I know you like.
Alrighty then, if we are all ready now, we'd best be on our way.
Wait, let's see. Here is my lip gloss, but I must have left the deodorant on the counter.
Dropping out of college turned out to be the best decision I made that winter. It wasn't long after that and I moved back into my parents' basement and did odd jobs for a few years while I was developing my website.
That's fascinating, Guy. I do hope to hear more stories about your life in the future. And I'm sorry to change the subject, but a local story of interest is breaking. The report says that the people are revolting and divided at the Pavilion party in the Party Pavilion at the Rome Rebuild theme park. It started with what they are now calling a cowboy uprising, sparked by a small group that is known to travel with a band of nomadic hippies that is allegedly responsible for the diesel claw bombing this afternoon.
Why are the people
awful revolting, Siri.
I'm getting to that part, Guy. It turns out prolonged exposure to a disco vibe and a disgruntled minority over the cancellation of the planned ribbon-cutting ceremony was enough to trigger dissension amidst the adrenaline-rich attendees. The response was a subtle genre shift, and so far the two sides stand divided.
I don't blame them for being divided. They say the disco vibe is like no other, Siri. It's right there, but you can't trust it. Sure, you can hear it and maybe even feel it sometimes, but as soon as you reach out to take hold of it, it will simply vanish every time.
There are many articles about the disco phenomenon, some even liken it to a fever.
I was just sitting on the fence while Doll was making a case for the Cowboys. Then Buddy hopped up on a horse and said, "I'll ride with you." The joke's on him though. Wait till he realizes Doll is a married woman, and he actually could have had a chance with me.
Dude, perhaps we can use our man on the other side to get to Buddy.
I was thinking the same thing, Cricket. If Dad informs Buddy of his best odds, he's bound to flip sides. And I happen to know for a fact that a disco overload doesn't bother Buddy at all.
Bad news, everyone. The Cowboys have taken a hostage and want to force a meeting to discuss their demands.
Ma'am, we ain't got no qualms with you personally, but the way you were moving on that dance floor made out of lights was about to trigger my epilepsy. I had to call the boys in and put a stop to the mayhem before it got out of hand. Not to mention that we were fixing to stage a damsel in distress scenario as soon as we noticed the slight genre shift response we got to our prejudices and appeal to the general audience.
Normally, I would say whatever floats your boat, but I'm really not interested in your little cowboy games. I hope you realize that being tied to a railroad track is only scary when there is a possibility that a train will be coming down the line.
Okay, lip gloss, deodorant. Ready when you are, I suppose. A drat. Frank, can you get this jar of pickled eggs open for me?
Normally, I would say whatever floats your boat. But I'm really not interested in your little cowboy games. I hope you realize that being tied to a railroad track is only scary when there is a possibility that a train will be coming down the line. Oh, and FYI, I'm going to need to use the ladies' room.
Congratulations, Abby. You have successfully signed up to my website. You will be receiving an email notification with a link that will enable you to see what I see when I go live behind enemy lines for my upcoming documentary on the rebuilding of Rome project that will be released in the coming months.
Yes, I'm already browsing the homepage. Interview with an alien looks interesting.
Well, now that I've rescued Buddy from the cowboy cult and secured our POW, I had better get back to the hippie hippie squatter camp for the Cowboy Council meeting to advocate for a hostage exchange. Buddy, you've been through quite an ordeal. It's probably best if you hang back here at the hot dog bunker with the freedom lovers. Captain, I'll leave Buddy's deprogramming in your hands. Oh, almost forgot. I've got it on good authority that the King of the Cowboys has arranged an interview with some hotshot online news jockey for some documentary he's working on. The website is behind a paywall, but you might want to tune in if you can find the live feed on the interweb.
That's when I decided to convert to Buddhism and give that a go for a while and, see if I like it.
Siri, can you check to see if there's any update on the story about the revolting people at the disco party?
You're sure, Guy? I was just about to tell you. Skylar Vision is going live in a few minutes from the wagon train surrounding the hippie squatter camp and has managed to somehow land an exclusive interview with the King of the Cowboys.
Isn't that the same guy that interviewed an alien from a top-secret underground facility during Sweeps Week last year?
Fine. Suit yourself and confront the Cowboys in the heat of the uprising on their own turf for taking your wife prisoner. But you're going to miss the Skylar Vision live stream. Besides, I'm sure the Disco Rebellion will be long forgotten once OB takes the stage.
Oh my, I wonder what could be taking OB so long. They said they were leaving the hotel over a half hour ago.
A masterful crowd manipulator indeed, Captain. Surely then the people will restore unity and get back together for the Scratch Master OB feature performance. I do hope he arrives soon.
Can I suggest we stay focused with our backs to the wall and take this opportunity to study our opponent's motivation to gain insights into a strategy to move forward in combating dissension within the ranks of the fun-loving masses?
Yes, we are bound to gain insight when we hear from the King of the Cowboys in the Skylar Vision exclusive interview from behind the wagon train.
The ramp is ready, but I'm still waiting for my tricycle to get back from the custom shop with the new modifications so I can start practicing.
I saw your pre-show stadium dive. Why would you jump over a truckload of holiday trailers on a tricycle?
It's for the grand reopening of a shopping plaza in a sleepy town that's experiencing a short-term economic boom right now.
Quiet. Did you hear something? There is someone approaching the hippie squatter camp.
I didn't hear anything, but okay. I can see you're busy. I'll let you get back to your perimeter patrol. I don't want to be late for the Cowboy Council meeting.
Halt. Stay right there. Right there. What is your focus here?
Relax, Gabby. I have an appointment with the King of the Cowboys. He has agreed to an exclusive interview during my live feed from behind the wagon train.
Alright, Skylar. You can pass, and Skylar, if we run into each other in the reserved seating area of the lounge after the featured performance, perhaps we can still share a taxi back to the hotel?
Perhaps. I will think about it.
Betty baby, you really know how to get jiggy on the dance floor. I'll tell you what, let's go find a quiet corner near the bar where we can catch the Skylar Vision live feed on the monitor while we cool down.
Hello, and welcome everyone. If you are a new subscriber and this is your first live feed, I love you. I love all of my followers. Thank you for your support. Like, share, be respectful to the chat monkey, and yes, comment, subscribe and browse the merch. A breaking story still developing at the Rome rebuilt theme park tonight, as the fun-loving crowd appears divided, with no hope of reconciliation in sight. In an exclusive interview from behind the wagon train, to understand better the grievance and demand of the defecting populace, I'm at the source behind the heart of the uprising with the King of the Cowboys. Your Majesty, thank you so much for taking time to speak with me tonight. I know you are busy. I would like to know if you see a resolution to the divide, and what unity will look like if the uprising is successful. But first, let me ask you something many of my followers have been asking themselves since the revolution began to gain support within the nucleus of the fun-loving masses. A personal question. Your Majesty, why are you so strongly opposed to disco? To have caused an uprising at the Pavilion party. Your Majesty, why here? And why now?
Okay, I haven't got a lot of time for questions, but let me put it this way. I went to the school of hard knocks. And back then, everyone loved the new sound, whether it was surf or rockabilly, easy listening, or, well, you get the idea. Back then, some would even go to the opera. Then disco swept in, and we were all swept in with it. It took my daddy, and it took my mama, too. After the tidal wave, we were left with nothing but polyester leisure suits and impractical footwear, and I just don't want to see that happen again.
Your Majesty, you brought up an interesting point. I don't think many will argue that people really don't go to the opera like they did before the disco phenomenon. You are the King of the Cowboys. What resolutions do you feel are in order that would safeguard the fun-loving masses from experiencing a tragedy like you and your family experienced in the first wave over 50 years ago?
This isn't at all what I imagined it would be like when I agreed to a TV-style interview locked behind an internet paywall. And quite frankly, I'm finding you to be a mite long-winded for me to get my message out. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time for questions. If I were you, I would take your interview over to the captain. The ball is in his court now anyway.
Just one more question. Your Majesty, what do you mean when you say the ball is in the captain's court?
Simply put, and the truth be told, if the captain really wanted harmony, he would have responded to my email, itemizing the grievances and listing the demands as stated by the Cowboy Council and reviewed by my advisory committee before I gave it my cyber stamp.
The king was right. He really was long-winded. And now that everyone knows the captain isn't willing to negotiate, the Cowboys will gain even more support.
You're sure, Guy? I wonder what kind of lame excuse the captain will have for not even responding to their grievances.
Oh, here it is. I found it. The Royal Council of the Cowboys on behalf of the king. It was in my spam folder.
Well done, Captain. Just skip past the grievances and get to the part about what they want.
Oh my, the list is long. Maybe I should just print it out for everyone to read at their leisure.
Here we are. The captain will be relieved. He said to use the red door to the express elevator that will take us directly to your backstage dressing room.
It will be nice to see the captain again. I haven't seen him since the funhouse this afternoon. Frank, did you eat the last pickled egg?
What are you talking about? I don't even like pickled eggs.
Never mind, I see it. That's strange. I wonder how it got there. I was already buckled in when you opened the jar. I suppose we will have to swing by the hotel, so I can change my suit.
Betty baby, this is absolutely wild. I really didn't expect the night to turn out like this, and things are just getting started. I always wanted to be a real cowboy. I have an idea. Just for kicks, let's crash the bonfire and get word on the cowboy grievances. Oh, by the way, where do you stand on the revolution?
You missed a riveting interview while you were out on perimeter patrol. Our noble king deflected some hard-hitting questions and then chewed up that nosy interweb reporter with a spin that put the whole issue into perspective, and the responsibility right where it belongs, squarely on the shoulders of the non-responsive captain, insulting us for demanding cake by throwing out crumbs with his subtle genre shift. By gum and by golly, he's playing with fire, considering that as of yet, there's no headline act on site.
Very well. And where is our prisoner?
Good question. The posse just brought her back from her supervised visit to the ladies' room before we all settled in for the live feed news transmission. She must have escaped during the broadcast. I'll tell you what, you can have my marshmallows and I'll go investigate while the trail is still warm.
I told Dad not to get involved, but you know how stubborn he is. Now he's upstairs joining the resistance and wants to form a disco alliance with the dance floor diehards. Tell me, Flo, it must have been terrifying to be ransomed by cowboys. You must be glad to be back here where it's safe and be flattered by the heroic actions of your protective husband in his brave and calculated rescue mission.
Actually, no, Chuck. Being abducted on the dance floor and bound to a railroad track behind the wagon train was probably the most exciting experience I've had around here in a long time. It would have been better if they didn't have me all tied up, but at least I got out of the basement long enough to get a breath of fresh air.
Skylar, you were amazing, and the camera glasses gave the broadcast a very sophisticated and edgy look.
Thank you, Abby. It was by far my most demanding interview to date. The king of the cowboys was difficult to pin in a corner. Next time, I will condense my sentences and prompt a response sooner with a secondary question already ready in mind. But right now, I must prepare to go live from the hot dog bunker and urge a response from the captain. Hot dog bunker and urge a response from the captain. The hot dog bunker.
Alright then, you can let me out of the cage anytime now. I should have listened to your dad. I didn't have to read past the first 2 pages of their demands to realize what a deceptive cult they really are.
Sorry, doll. It's not that simple. You will have to go through the deprogramming, just like Buddy did when he defected.
Captain, perhaps we can use the cowboys' own literature to sway the masses.
I was thinking the same thing. If the fun-seeking majority realizes that with the cowboys in charge, every third song will be sad, and they will be subjected to harmonica solos intermittently, with a standard ratio cap concerning fiddles and steel guitar in the background, the moderate supporters of the uprising are bound to join the diehards upstairs.
Co-signing the loan for Buddy's truck forced me out of retirement after Buddy's transport company missed a half dozen or so payments, and I've been on the shopping mall circuit ever since. Are you even listening, Sally? Never mind, I hear someone coming. Halt! State your purpose under the authority of the king of these parts.
Knock it off. You can cut out the act. I defected just like Buddy, and to earn trust in the resistance, I'm raising awareness about the bureaucratic processes involved in the King's Statement of Demand and the threat to genre-specific gatherings it imposes.
Okay then, I'd just whisper to the moderates at first and let the pitch gain some momentum to get the ball rolling, but everyone has their own style.
Interview? I don't know, Skylar. I'm really busy right now.
We can hold the fort down for a while, Captain, and a live interview will be an opportunity to appeal to the masses.
Yes, and to expose the royal order of the cowboys for the bureaucratic and manipulative colonizers they really are.
Listen, Skylar, you're a very ambitious young man. I've just had so much on my mind lately. It's not just the uprising. I've been under a lot of pressure. Don't even let me get started about my dad. You have a bright career ahead of you, and I'd love to give you an interview. You have a bright career ahead of you, and I'd love to give you an interview. There's just so much going on right now. I had to take a time out in the treehouse this afternoon just to try to sort things out.
The treehouse, Captain?
Yeah, in my backyard.
Oh, yeah, the treehouse.
Can I tell you something, Skylar?
Of course, Captain. I'm all ears.
I decided I'm not going to let my dad push me around anymore. If he wants to cancel the ribbon cutting last minute because he can only get replacement tubes for the 5G attenuator on back order from Russia, he will have to improvise his own venue next time.
The 5G, Captain?
Foundational Inflationary Process Generator. And I feel like such an idiot. Abby was practically throwing herself at me since the pancake breakfast this morning, and I was so excited about the soft opening I didn't even realize until it was too late. I don't even know what I would say. Oh, and come Monday I have to let a guy go. One of our executive staff members, after our insurance company informed Dad of some recent medical claims, and some litigation on behalf of the Club of Rome in a civil liability matter. I really don't like when I have to fire people, and to top it off, I happen to know he's going through hard times and has been with with family members grieving the recent loss of the family pet the latter half of the week.
Well, thank you, Captain, for speaking to me so candidly. I appreciate your comments.
Oh, hey, Skylar, thank you for taking the time to listen, but you'll have to excuse me for a bit. I need to take a trip to the little boy's room. I think I should have stopped at 3 hot dogs after dinner.
We were both swept in by the disco wave earlier. Then we caught the King's interview and decided to take in the fireworks while we got some fresh air by the bonfire. I always wanted to be a cowboy when I was a kid, but after college, my cousin Jack got me into inventory accounting and general supply maintenance. Everything from paper clips and pencils to the staff copy and toilet paper.
Staff copy and toilet paper.
I've arranged your boarding pass for the 3 o'clock launch, so there will be plenty of time for the Diesel Club before the low orbit ride.
That will be fine. I think we lost the captain and the gal with that big friendly smile.
Yes, Opie, we will try to catch up in the funhouse after you read the teleprompter.
This little bit here. Alright, I'll have a go at it. Cheers. Scratch Master here. I have a gig later tonight as the feature entertainer at the Pavilion party in the Party Pavilion, and I hope to see you there. But before I tour the fun house, on behalf of the Rome Rebuilt theme park, I want to sincerely thank you for watching to the end. Okay then, I heard good things about the Atomic Toad. Frank, do you want to go there on the way to the bumper boats, or should we just go straight to the roller coaster?
Oh, I'm glad I got that out. I feel much better now.